What up, YouTube world? It's your boy, Damien, aka Woo. Back at it again. Sorry. I've been a little hiatus for a couple of days. I got really sick. It was terrible. Really sick. And then I just had nothing in me to make a video, whatever. So right now it's around it's pretty late, actually. It's probably around it's 3:51 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in Philadelphia, PA. We are going into Tuesday. It's now Tuesday morning, February 4th, 2025. And I'm here just making another video because on my days being sick, and I know I talk and try to copy off other YouTubers, and doing that, I hear my YouTube going off. How to make money on YouTube. So I watch all these channels. I watch everything. It's insane. I mean, some people get so many views and so this, and I understand it. I kind of get it now. Like, you have to have something that people want to watch. All this. So the one thing I always catch myself watching, besides the ASMR, because my daughter loves it, I always love watching like movie reviews, like The Critical Drinker, Neurotic. I love them dudes. I love Charles Kirk. I love Louder with Crowder. By far my favorite podcast is Fleckus Talks. Them dudes, Richard the Rat Boy and Fleckus, by far to me hit it home, and I think they're the funniest, just so real type of people. I also like this dude John Wolf, who debunks all types of, like, he goes on like these, like, he debunks like ghost shit or all types of stuff. And I like Matt Walsh. I like the dude JoJo, who does the AMSR. I like The Quartering. Jeremy from The Quartering. I like his news updates. I love Louder with Crowder, Steven Crowder. I give him utmost respect. The balls of steel. He used to go with that desk and be like, "Prove me if I'm wrong," and he would make people look stupid. And then I also I watch a lot of Geeks and Gamers. That's another good one. I can go on and on. Officer Tatum, Candace Owens, the Liberal Hive Mind. God, these are all channels I love. Like, if I have to go and I'll try in the description below, talk and post all the channels, like all of them. And the actual Justice Warrior, he cracks me up too. I like he comes up with a lot of good stuff. And Mr. Reagan, or I love like obviously if you can't tell I'm a conservative, I'm a Republican, all that dumb stuff, and I listen to a lot of prayer stuff, and I go on and on. So recently, since I was sick and I was watching the dude John Wolf, who debunks a lot of stuff, I started watching, and I always watch paranormal stuff. Paranormal, ghost, UFOs. I love all that stuff. And so documentaries, and it just goes on and on. So I'm thinking in my head, man, this is the only dude I watch that debunk stuff, right? Which I think is hilarious. And I think a lot of his, like, he doesn't go to the places. He just watches the videos and goes, they're fake. Like, and he like says, oh, he could have a wire right there or a fish line, which he's absolutely right. Oh, by the way, don't mind my face. I don't know. I broke out. I've been putting medicine on. I look shitty, don't I? Anyway, so I'm watching and I'm like, damn, here's a ghost channel. Damn, here's another ghost channel. Here's another ghost channel. Oh, here's another ghost channel. Here's another ghost channel. So I'm thinking, I'm like, now, mind you, I was a Philadelphia police officer. So I'm pretty good at investigations, and the squad I worked with and people I worked with, we were good. Like, and one of my best friends, probably the best cop I know, is dude Jim Russell. He's a lieutenant now, but he, like, even talking to him, he could, like, he just gets to the point, like, bang, like, he could find out shit. It's insane. So, I thought, and then I had a lot of friends also that were in the fire department, that were investigators that can find out who, like, started the fire. Like, these are professional. And then my other boy, Tommy, or, sorry, I shouldn't have said this, or Officer Amaro, he's a K9 cop. Investigation. He has a K9 cop. So I thought, what if I started a YouTube channel? A show, basically. And we find out places. We'll start off in Philadelphia, for instance. And I get some of my best friends, or some of my very good friends, all investigators, all cops, all firemen. And we do a debunking show. Like, we follow these supposedly ghost investigators, and we go to the exact same spots they went, but we use less equipment. Like, they have all this crap, they shit glows and it makes noises, and we just use, like, I think night vision goggles, I would say, night vision cameras, cameras on you, a very good microphone, and a recording device, and what else was I thinking of using? Recording device and night vision cameras. That's about it, really. Just plain Jane microphone, recording device, cameras, night vision. That's it. And we go to these places, right? And we go as being cops, ex-cops, firemen, that deal with all this investigation shit, who were trained over the year. We gotta go in and see, like, we stay overnight. We do exactly what the ghost people do and see what we come up with. Either the exact same crap's going to happen like they do in the ghost videos, like, woo, or we sit there and go, nah, like, nothing, like, and we figure out where the noises came or what happened. So I'm sitting there thinking, I'm watching these shows, and now I start, like, being like the dude John Wolf, like I hear him debunk it, and I'm like, oh my god, that dude's right. Like you see the door close. Well, why is the camera on this side of the door instead of in front of it? And then they show art in front of it. But how do we not know by the time they show the camera in front of it, it's already closing? How do we not know there's somebody behind there just giving it a little push? Here you go, bang, and it shuts. Or we slam it, bow. And, like, you see people, like, they don't react the way, like, if somebody was in your house would react. Like, the one girl, like, I watched this one video. The girl hears noises, and the first thing she does is pull out her phone and record. She goes down the hall, turns, goes down the steps, slow, and you hear pots, and then you start hearing it, like, footsteps get closer, and she turns around, and she runs back to her bedroom, slams the door, don't lock it, and then she jumps in her bed. And she's like, and she's just recording. And all of a sudden, at the exact same time, the bedroom door and the closet door open. And then the closet door slams. Pow! And then it shuts off. So you're telling me you're a female in your house, right? Or in your apartment, wherever. And you hear, bow, 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 late at night, supposedly. You wake up. You're like, shit, what the hell was that? And you go to investigate. And as you're getting closer to the spot where you hear the noise, you hear more noise. And your first thought is, let me run away back to where I came. Slam my door to let them know I'm here. Not call 911. Not trying to any attempt of escaping. Not grabbing a weapon. Not doing nothing to protect. And you sat in your bed with the covers like, seriously? Nobody reacts like that. Nobody in their right mind does that. No one. So, I was like, how cool would it be to be like the opposite of Ghost Hunters? Or the opposite of, I don't know, all them dumb shows where they go, you ever see South Park make fun of it? He's like, what's that? And then, like, they shit themselves. And, it was a ghost. Or it's just, like, and just be like, me and my 3 boys, who are all, like, trained in this shit, and we just go into a spot and just prove, like, nothing's happening. It's all BS. Like, especially because, like, I'm Christian and I believe in God. I read the Bible. And if you read the Bible, it actually explains to you, like, once you go to heaven, if you make it to heaven, by the way, there's no turning back. You're not allowed, like, back to visit your family and all this stuff. It also says, like, you'll forget, like, who you were. Like, you forget your past. So if you make it to heaven, like, you're not going to come back and be like, hey, I'm fine. Or and then there's also, you got people that say, like, that like believe in demons and all, and they say, like, aliens are demons, and it does, and there is, like, I think there is a verse in the Bible that talks about, like, if anything, like, witchcraft is bad, or if you see demons, or if you see a ghost, or see someone that you thought was, like, your mom or dad, and her standing next to you and they died, it's most likely a demon, they say. Now, demons have been proven. Catholic Church has exorcisms and all that stuff. So, yeah, I think, like, the demon stuff is possible. Like, you can, I don't know. I've seen some crazy shit in my life. So, from which I thought was a UFO to what I thought was a ghost to what I thought was demons to what I seen. I went to Botanicus. If anyone knows what a Botanicus is, it's like a Spanish, like, medium / like a witch. Like, I seen some messed up shit. Like, I can't even explain it. So, like, stuff I can't explain. But I always been into it since I was a kid. Into it. I used to watch Sightings. Anyone remember the show on Fox back in the day? Sightings used to freak me out. I loved anything to do with UFOs. I love all the shit. Like, I just love the unknown. So I was like sitting here, I'm watching, and I'm like, wouldn't it be cool to have a show with a couple cops, a couple firemen from Philadelphia, and we just go and debunk it? And it's called PPD. Now, PPD in Philly be Philadelphia Police Department, but I said Philadelphia Paranormal Debunkers. I think it's a classic. And then my one boy, who's a cop, because he was, I mentioned this on Facebook, told me, I like, oh, I want to be cool. And he was like, told me about my boy Russell, who's a great cop, goes, he never unsees it or something like that. And I was like, oh, that'd be a good catchphrase. I was like, yeah, you get it. And then my one boy, the K9 cop, goes like, oh, you're like, I think he got mad because I didn't invite him. So then I added him to the team. So now he's on the team. So if he does it, because he's scared of that. He's so paranoid over so much stuff, he won't do it. He'll be like, I can't give my dog on that. I'm in so much trouble. I think it'd be great, though. But who knows? We'll try it. Yeah, no offense, Tom. I'm making fun of you. Tommy's one of the best dudes you'll ever meet. He was a cop that was shot, survived, chased the dude down, and got him. So Tommy's he's a tough bull, you know? So I was like, I think it'd be a good idea. So comment below. Also, if you like this video, share it, subscribe, all that crap. I'm up to, I said many videos ago, I was trying to do to, like, make money off of YouTube stuff. And I'm still following the same people. And I still watch them. And they're like, you do this, you do that. Some say don't vlog. And whatever. I'm still trying to vlog. Now this is an idea. I'm putting it on YouTube to see what the rest of you subscribers, my 60 subscribers, I got 60 now. So that means there's 60 of you that like me. Big ups to you. And could spread the word and see, like, what do you think? I don't know. I think it's a good idea. I'd watch it. Because I watched Ghost Adventures. I watched, who was the dude? The Plumbers. Them fucking weirdos. That was so corny too. Every day, oh, did you hear that? Who's must be a ghost. Like, it was so much dramatic. Like, I'd be like, the fuck? You hear that shit? You sure? Wait, let's go figure it out. So there are shows that try to debunk shit, but they seem like they're like, I don't know. There's so many ghost shows that seem so fake. Like, I don't know. Then I'm just like, I start sitting there and go, all right, like there's some that do really make me damn, how the fuck, like, how'd that happen? But majority, Like they say, like, did you hear that? And I'm like, I didn't see her. They're like, did you see that shadow? Oh, like even me. Look how I'm moving now. Even you can see my shadow in the back moving a little bit. See, look, it looks like there's someone standing on my shoulder. It's just a light because I'm using a little spotlight here. I hear noises all the time. I mean, when my mom died, I swore I heard the angel of death right next to us. Like I heard growling. Oh, or was it just a dream? I don't know. She didn't die though, because I think I saved her. So I kind of saved her life for the next couple days. Also, like the thing about like everyone thinks how like God works, and according to and you can tell me if I'm wrong. If you think I'm wrong, comment below and say, nah, you're wrong, that shit. But I mean, what makes you right also? So for all the years I've been studying the Bible, reading it, when I took theology in high school, religion 101 in college, anthropology, all that stuff. And I study religions a lot, and I'm still into it. I just haven't caught up. Haven't read no books recently. And even if somebody writes a book, what makes you so like the pro because you wrote a book? Like I could write a book tomorrow and publish it. But like perfect example, there was a very bad plane crash in Philadelphia a couple days ago. 7 people died, 19 were hurt, and the plane went down like it was like wow, blew up, and so many people online were posting like, oh, I should have been around that area. I was about to go around that area at that time, but I didn't, and some weird thing happened, like, oh, we had basketball practice, but it was canceled. But if it wasn't canceled, we would have been there at that time. It must be my mom looking down, taking care of us. Or God's looking out for me. Like, God doesn't work like that. Like, why would God be like, take care of you over the people in the airplane? Or why would, and two, you're anyone that died in your family, small percentage probably made it to heaven. They say hell. In the Bible it talks about how hard it is to get to heaven. It's like ridiculously hard. And like you ever hear, like if you ever watch like near death experiences, like all the people, all they told about is hell. They never told me about heaven. Like small percentage told me about heaven, but they say like, yo, I went to hell. I seen my boys. I seen my family. I seen my friends. I seen movie stars. And like going to hell is easy. So, and if you read the Bible again, God's not allowed to interfere with stuff that happens on earth. He made that vow years ago. So, what makes you think you're so special? Because a coincidence that you didn't go to an area that something bad happened that day, and all of a sudden you think you're blessed and safe and like somebody was looking out for you. Nobody's looking out. It just happened you just didn't go. That's all it is. Like, it's not like superpowers. It's not like a genie. Like, nobody can be like, oh, hold on. Shh, don't go there. Don't go there. And you're like, man, I don't think I'm going to go there. Like, and you just don't go there. And then, oh, shit, a boulder fell out of the sky and crushed 13 people. That's not how it works. But somehow, everyone thinks it does. Like, you're like, I gotta pray for a miracle. Like, obviously miracles have happened, and a lot of them are unexplainable. But like, more people pray to God for like help, or like a genie, like, oh, I need $1 million. I need $1 million. Nobody, like, I wake up, I'm poor as shit. Trust me, I'm struggling. I lost my job. I've been going through hell. I've been in prison. My stories, I lost both my parents before I was even 35. I had exes that tried to put me in jail, took my kids away from me, wouldn't let me see them, accused me of everything nasty under the sun. And I beat them all in court, and I proved it because I have paper trails. And I have a good set of friends that believe me and they know how I am. And when I was a cop, I was a very well loved cop. Like, there was people, they were like, dude, I'm so glad you're here today. Like, I protected the people I worked with. When I worked in the prisons, people thought I was a sergeant when I was only a trainee because I was so good at the job, and I never backed down from no one. I knew the protocols. I knew how to work everything. I was smart. I treated people good. I wasn't a scumbag to people. I don't talk to people just because you're in jail. You don't need to be talked to like you're like this piece of shit. You're still human, and I understood that, and so on and so on. It was like the only people that ever went against me were the people I told them I loved. Like, I love you. They were the people that turned against me. These are people that beat me for thousands of dollars. Like, hundreds of thousands of dollars, actually. Try to get me fired from my job. Yet they cheated on me with somebody else. Like, they always played the victim, but they were the ones that did, like, the most messed up things. And whatever. It is what it is. You got to forgive. Like, in the eyes of Christianity and with Jesus, got to forgive, turn the other cheek. Even though there's times I did not turn the other cheek. Like, you want to punch me in the face with a full beer can, obviously you're going to get a fucking reaction. For every action, there is a reaction. Murphy's Law. You also got Murphy's Law. Whatever. So on and so on. So, so I've been through a lot of messed up things. Even when I went to jail, I spent 100 days in CFCF in Philadelphia. Nobody did shit to me. I heard they were going it. People were like, we're going to fuck them up, blah, blah, blah. Nobody did shit. Because most of the people in there are clowns and they killed someone with a gun or they were with a group. When they're solo, which most people are the biggest biatches when you're solo. Because they won't do shit. They won't say shit. Or unless they're drunk. Or they're high or something. They need something to give them confidence to say something to you. Besides that, they don't have it. They don't have the people behind their back. They don't have the drugs in their system or the alcohol. They ain't going to say shit. Nobody says shit. My ex used to tell me, everyone says this about you. Everyone says that. I'd be like, who's everyone? I used to ask her, give me a single name. One person. Just one. You know how many people ever called me to talk shit to me to my face? Goose egg. No one. Not one person's ever came to me and it's like, oh, I have a problem with you. Let me see you outside. I'd be like, all right. No one. Now, have I went to people and said that? Yep. You know how many people came out after I said it to them? No one's ever answered and said, yeah, I'm going to see you too. Nope. They were like, no, me, I didn't say that. It was that person said it. I just heard that you said this about me. And all the excuses come out. I even text them. I text them and be like, yo, we got a problem? If we do, come see me. Nah, I don't know, bro. Or it'd be, you're harassing me. You're threatening me. It goes, all of a sudden, we're a victim again. So, that's that. But anyway, back to the ghost thing. I would like to see or hear from the YouTube world if I can get my couple of my boys get the right equipment. Not much equipment, only a couple cameras. Set up cameras, night vision, like I said, a lot of very good microphones that can record stuff. Like the tape recorders, how to they can play it back and hear shit. And maybe one other person that could watch the monitors to see if anything had happened. Just to debunk all these supposed haunted places and all that shit. Because yeah, I see some messed up stuff. I don't even know. Maybe I was imagining it. Maybe because I was out drinking that night and I thought I seen stuff. I have no idea. But for the 45 years I've been on this earth, the only time I kind of witnessed or been around something that I might consider paranormal was when someone very close to me died. And I don't know if that's just because it's in my head. I'm thinking about that person and I'm upset and I'm not sleeping right. Or maybe that shit's real. Maybe it was their last hurrah, saying bye and then peacing out to the afterlife. But then like, if you ever listen to like people that have the afterlife stuff or close, what's it, like when they died and came back, they didn't really get to visit people and go, hey, see ya, give them a high five, then go to the light. They're like, yo, I thought I was in hell, or I thought I was in heaven, and Jesus told me, and stuff like that. So another thing, he's like, everyone's like, Jesus wasn't white. Jesus is a black man. God's a black. Dude, there is no skin color to a God. It's God. He created us in his likeness. So we don't even know what God looks like. Even it says in the Bible, you'll never see it. They said the light of God will blind you so bad, even in the afterlife. So you're never going to see what God looks like. So God's not a woman. God's probably not a man. I mean, obviously he's called the Father, and that's how Cain. So maybe he is a man, but we don't know what God is. Now Jesus, no shit, he's not white. It was a painting from the Italians in the Renaissance. Like, it was just like what they thought he looked like. Then people go, oh, well, the Bible says this, that, and that. He's not black either. He was Middle Eastern. He's a Middle Eastern guy. Jews look like Middle Easterns. Iraq, that's around, like, Afghanistan, that's where he was from, that area. How do people look there now? They've been around forever. They're still in that area. I mean, common sense. He looks like a Middle Eastern guy. That's it. End of story. So, and it doesn't matter because he's God. So when you see him, he's going to look in the likeness, like what's going to be in your mind. So, like, I don't know. I mean, Middle Eastern guys that were Muslim had that like near-death experiences, said they saw Jesus, and he looked like kind of like the paintings. Like, I think Heaven is for Real, very good movie. If you watch that, at the end, they show this artist, this girl who's from like I'm not sure, from Ukraine or Czechoslovakia. She's Russian or something, and she had a near life or near death experience, and she came back and she started painting, and she's like this amazing artist. She could draw and she drew Jesus, and she's like, this is what Jesus looked like, and it's like kind of like he looks Middle Eastern, like, but he doesn't look like the ugly Middle Eastern like they did with the AI shit. Like, he looks like the way he looks like the white one, but dark skin, but with like the long hair. His hair is a little different, but he still has the beard. But you got to realize it was 3,000 years ago. Like, I don't know. How do we know what the hell somebody from 3,000 years ago looked like? First of all, most of the people in 3,000 years ago are tall as me. They're like 5'5", 5'6". That was tall. So I'd be a monster back then. Now I'm a fucking short, fat fuck. Like you think LeBron James go back there? They'd be like, they think he's a giant. They think he's like an alien or something. They probably stone him or set him on fire or something like that. Then you got the Romans and you go all around it. The Germanians, which is the Germans, and that all the shit was real. Like, and also like the stone. I'm not even going to get involved in a whole history thing because I actually studied a lot of history. Well, anyway, I would actually when I didn't even know what I wanted to be to grow up. Well, I messed up a lot. Like, I wanted to be everything. But a history teacher was one of my, I wanted to be a history teacher. I loved Indiana Jones, archaeology, all that stuff. So, I mean, if you want to take it back, what I wanted to do, what I should have did was I should have went in the Air Force right out of high school, did my 4 years in the Air Force, probably joined the fire department in the Air Force because I was too short, too dumb. My eyesight sucks to be a pilot. But I could have probably took flight classes and then graduated and then probably could have been a Philadelphia fireman by like 2022, 2023 and would have had a great career by now. I would have like almost 30 years. Let's see, 2022. Right? No, 2002. I'm sorry. 2002, I could have did it. And 2022 would have been 20 years, right? 2002, 12. Yeah. So I would have had 22 years right now. I am, and it's weird because I won an art competition when I was in Roman with the fire department. I came in third, and I was talking to the commissioner of the fire department. He was there, and it was him, and I was like, my family's related to a very legendary fireman in Philadelphia named Charlie Grover. So we were like, my mom was like, oh yeah, we're related to Charlie Grover, and they just flocked to us. And we're like, what, you know Charlie? And that's all we do. It was just me and my mom talking to all these firemen. And I should have got like their numbers in, but I had no ambition. I was just a stupid high school kid thinking I was going to go to art school and be I was going to be an animator. I was going to make cartoons because that's what I wanted. I actually went to school for that. And I remember going to Disney for for my 8th grade, or my high school graduation. My grandmom, suppose a friend of mine, his parents would go to Disney every 2 years. They would run a trip. So we went, and we wound up going to, it was like an animation class. I think it was in Pleasure Island. I forget where it was, or Epcot, whatever. So you got to meet the animators afterwards. So I went up to him. I was like, "Hey, how you doing? My name's this. I'm trying to go to the Art Institute of Philadelphia or University of Arts for animation." And the dude was like, "Yeah, you ain't gonna be no animator, bro." Like, just like crushed my dreams. Basically, he's like, "Yeah, you ain't gonna do nothing." And I was like, "Damn, like this dude's an asshole." And he was right. I mean, once I learned, and then I went to the Art Institute. I started, and the Art Institute shut down. It was extremely hard to be an animator in this area. Then I didn't know that there was an art institute in almost every major city in the country. Like, even in Pennsylvania, there was an art institute of Pittsburgh, and there was an art institute of Philadelphia. So, like, if one job of animation pops up, use all these schools get the notification, like, oh man, yo, we have an opening, or we're hiring for an animator. So the chances of you getting it, you're going against like 8,000 people that all went to the same school, just different cities. So it was basically a ripoff. That's why they went out of business. And I was like, damn, just like the Art Institute or University of Arts going out of business. Like, art, there's so many people that are so good at it that, like, even people that, like, and the people that get jobs, some of them suck, but they still get it. It's like anything else. They probably know someone. Who knows? So that's about it for tonight. It's past 4 a.m. I think. Let's see. Why is my PlayStation? 4:24 a.m. 2025. February 4th. So this video is not me really talking about how to make money on YouTube, because I tried this. I'm still going to keep trying it. But this video is more asking my 60 subscribers, who I love, thank you. And I subscribe to every one of your channels, I think. If I didn't, hit me up, and I will. Like I promised before, you subscribe to me, I'll subscribe to you. And just show, like, it was just an idea, like my idea of this YouTube channel or show of me, a couple of cops and a fireman, or both, just debunking this, like, ghost BS. See what happens. I think it'd be hilarious. I can only imagine us, the way we would react and stuff we say, and as long as we get a good editor, I think it'd be a hit. I'd watch it. And I hardly even watch TV. But you let me know in the comments, subscribe, hit the notification button, share this, check out my daughter's channel, Selena, or Chewy Chew 10 14 14. That's her name. She's the best, by the way. I know she hasn't been around for a minute. I was gonna make a video when we were skating, but I did not. Because I thought you were not even allowed to have your phone out. I don't know. But thank you, everybody, for checking out this channel once again. Sorry I haven't been around for a minute. Like I said, I was a little under the weather. Oh, also, I am. This is going to be my videos. I think for the next couple weeks is me working out. So it ain't going to be no crazy lifting the weights, blah blah. I got an opportunity to take a fitness exam for SEPTA police department. SEPTA's police department is up there. They're good. They're a small police department that only deal with public transportation in Philadelphia. There's a very small amount of them, but their benefits are unbelievable. Their pay is really good. Their retirement plan is insane. So I have a chance of trying out and getting into it. So I had to pass this fitness test. Mind you, I haven't worked out in a while. I gained a little bit of weight. And now I have till March 8th to lose some lbs and get my jog down or my run to under 14 minutes. So I got to be able to run a mile and a half under 14 minutes. Mind you, I'll be 45 next week. My left knee is completely destroyed. I have a torn ACL, a torn meniscus, and a torn PCL. So I got to figure out how to lose weight, how to do this run under 14 minutes, plus the other like sit-ups, push-ups, and a 300-meter run in 1 month. So I figured make a video and bring you along. I mean, if you want to see that too, comment below, let me know. And that's about it for now. So peace out to the YouTube world. Love yous. Be safe. Be smart. Let me know how you feel. Subscribe, like, share, recommend, all that good stuff. Good night. Have a good one. See you tomorrow. Peace.